Hello everybody, my name is Kazu. Nice to meet you. This is my daily challenge, speaking English for 30 minutes straight using TOEFL style questions, no script, just for the answers, just like the real exam. Let's get started. Today is day 108. 108. Review time. I hope the time I spent studying for the TOEFL will eventually pay off. I hope the time I spent studying for the TOEFL will eventually pay off. Pay off. I wanted to use payoff. What you say is reflected in your actions in the same way. Respect. The noun of respect. Verb and the noun is the same. Respect. Do something for the sake of. Do something for the sake of myself. Not for the sake of other people. For the sake of yourself. My weakness, my shortcoming, my flaw. My weaknesses. So if someone criticizes you, you should listen to it if it is for the sake of yourself. Like if someone criticizes you and if that criticism is to point out your weaknesses or your shortcomings or your flaws, you should listen to it. But if it is just an insult to you, you shouldn't listen to it, because it isn't for the sake of yourself. It is for the sake of their you know their feelings. Try to reduce their stress. So insulting someone makes you release the stress, makes just an insult. I want to stay humble enough to listen to criticism. I want to stay humble enough to listen to criticism. I don't want to be too arrogant to listen to criticism. I want to stay humble enough to listen to criticism. I don't want to be too arrogant to listen to criticism. Yes. So, people tend to get angry if they are criticized or they are pointed out their weaknesses or their flaws. People tend to get angry. Me too. But I try not to get angry if someone criticizes me. And instead I try to listen to them. Yeah, but don't listen to it seriously all the time. Always. Because some of the criticisms are just an insult. So don't listen to it. Just listen to the criticism for the sake of yourself. What is something you've got? Questions. What is something you've forgiven someone for? Betraying or what is something you have forgiven someone for? Is this like something I forgave? Um, what is something you've forgiven someone for? Mm, yeah, I haven't been apologized for a long time. Um, like when I was in Osaka, I used to be a bartender. Actually, it was a it was a dining bar, so I have to make some cocktails and dishes. So I used to be a chef and bartender at the same time. And so the customers gave us a drink sometimes, and we had to drink. So we, you know, tended to be drunk during the work. So sometimes something happened, like conflicts. So at that night, the dining bar was really busy, and were everyone was drunk, fucked up, and but the restaurant was really busy, so we couldn't afford to, you know, uh, run. We couldn't afford to run the dining bar, but the the master, the owner of the dining bar, he was really drunk and he was sleeping, and I understood like it's it wasn't rare. So, but the the restaurant was really busy, so I tried to ask one of the customers who uh, often came to that restaurant, and he often came to that bar. So I asked him to uh, help washing dishes. Then the owner finally woke up and he got angry because not the worker. So someone who is wasn't the worker worked at the sink. So he got angry and he was really drunk. So you know, so maybe like he didn't like him. He didn't like that customer who helped washing dishes. I don't know why, but I hadn't understood, uh, you know, his thoughts to him at that time. So he got angry and he said, uh, he said, quit to me. Yeah, he said, yeah, I don't like, like he didn't have the right to say that because he was sleeping. And I tried to think how to make this difficult situation to run the dining bar. But he saw only the one scene that someone who he hated was working for the bar. So he hated that fact. And he said, quit to me. He said, yeah, so like we had a fight, not physical, just colloquial, but and we heated up, and the owner said to me, then just quit. But I knew he got drunk, so this is just temporarily feeling. So I stayed. I stayed there, just stayed there. I didn't stop working, just keep kept working. Yeah. And after that, he, apologized to me, and I forgave him. So actually, that's why, you know, I actually don't like alcohol because alcohol changes you know, your feeling, your attitude, your thoughts, you know, I hate, I hate it. And if I'm not drunk, you know, I can't stay calm and to deal with the current situation. That's the point. That's why don't drink. I decided to. I decided not to drink alcohol anymore until I make an annual income of 50 million yen. Yeah, actually, after that, even after that, I would not drink alcohol. Possibly, maybe, because naturally I don't like alcohol. I don't like, you know. Yeah, something always happens when someone is drunk. I'm drunk. Uh, yeah, someone is too much drunk. Too much drunk. Yeah, just right amount is really good, but alcohol don't make us uh, don't let us stop. Alcohol doesn't let us stop. Sorry, alcohol doesn't let us stop drinking. If I started drinking alcohol, I can't stop doing it. That's why I hate it because I cannot control myself, and always I'm not cool when I am drunk. I'm really uncool. Uncool. I'm really uncool. Lame. I'm lame when I am drunk. I hate uh, lame me. Lame myself. Uncool. Lame. Get drunk. Or something forgot. For what is something you've forgiven someone for? Yeah, sometimes people say something something they don't think about when they get drunk. People say something they don't think about when they get drunk. Ends up people ends up saying something they don't think about when they get drunk. People say things they don't really mean when they get drunk. People say things they don't really mean. People say things they don't really mean when they get drunk. I hate it. Because even if you get drunk, it means you can say anything. So you can't erase what you say, even if you get drunk. You know what I'm saying, right? What you say when you get drunk and what you say when you are drunk, when you are sober, they are the same. They are the same valuable, I think. And you can't take it back. Take it back. Take it back. So you can take it back. Take back. Even if you are drunk. So you know what I'm saying, right? You can't take back what you say, what you said. So even if you are drunk, it doesn't mean you can say anything. Even if you get drunk, you have to choose what you say to respect the person in front of you. And if you can't do that, I think you shouldn't drink alcohol. That's my opinion. But you can't control yourself, even if you drink alcohol. I think it is okay. I think you have the right to get drunk. Yeah, some people, they don't change themselves even if they are drunk. I think they're really good. Or just they change more positive or more cheerful, yeah, cheerful, bright. So more cheerful. Sometimes some people get more cheerful, become more cheerful when they get drunk. I think they are really they're good. They're okay. So next question. People tend to say things they don't really mean when they get drunk. Was it? Cheerful. People say things they don't really mean when they get drunk. What do you admire most in your parents or guardians? They are really positive and they have love. They love me. You know, they love me and my brother. I admire their personalities. If my parents if they hadn't been parents, if they hadn't been my parents, I would have been like me. If they were not my parents, if they were not my parents, I wouldn't who I am. If they were not my parents, I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't be who I am. If they were not my parents, I wouldn't be who I am. If they were not my parents, I wouldn't be who I am. And they let me realize how valuable the family is. Yeah, I love my family the most in my life. The first place is my family, because they, I'm happy. I feel happiness when I am with my family, like eating dinner or eating lunch, or go to a trip like that. Go on a trip. When we go on a trip, I feel happiness. So my family is the most important thing in my life. That's why, I wanna get married to who I love. But I have to find her first, because I don't have any girlfriend. Yeah, I have to find the one first. But I want to get married to her. Because, being happy is my destiny, my final goal. I mean, sometimes, I already get happiness when I am with my family. So, yeah, so I'm satisfied. Actually, yeah. But I need to need to needed to become better me. So I try to accomplish my goals, accomplish I want to become what I want to be. So thank you so much.